beautiful morning in Colorado. Thank you guys for watching this video, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about upper level decks. I am Paul Kane with Denver Decks. So probably goes without saying, an upper level deck is any deck that's high enough to where there's actually a door underneath the deck for like a walkout basement or whatnot. Traditionally they're 8-9 feet off the ground, but an upper level deck is also going to cover any decks that are above a second story deck, like a master suite deck or whatnot. So when considering hiring a contractor to rebuild or to install a second level deck, there's a handful of things you want to keep in mind. One is how that deck is supported. So you always want to make sure that your contractor is installing either a 5x6 Alaskan yellow cedar glue lamb support column or a 6x6 heart redwood or S4S cedar support. You never want to use a pressure treated support post in a second story environment in Colorado. It is just too dry of a climate, and those 6x6 southern yellow pine treated posts, although more affordable in our climate, will always twist or cup or bow given enough time. Outside of that, with the second story deck, the nice thing is, and we find that a lot of homeowners are considering this more and more because of the increased costs of replacing decks, that when you have a second story deck, you don't typically have to have a set of stairs. It's a great way to save some costs. So as long as you have a walkout basement, code requires that you maintain a legal egress off of the front of the house as well as the rear of the house. So if you currently have a second story deck with a set of stairs and budget is fairly tight, you always have the option to consider having that deck rebuilt and removing the stairs. Stairs could add anywhere from 10 to 18 grand to a deck's reconstruction. If a set of stairs comes directly off of the deck, that's the most affordable set of stairs. Those typically install for maybe 9 grand, just shy of 10. And then if you had a landing at the top or in the middle that allows you to change directions, those landings could add anywhere from $2,800 to $5,800 depending on the size of that landing. Now, I will be talking more about stair construction in the stair tab of our website. So the other consideration with the second story deck, we get a lot of requests for dry systems, drainage systems. I'm going to talk more about that in another section on our website. But what I will say, as a professional deck builder that's been building decks in Denver, Colorado since 1984, and we've installed every sort of under deck drainage system you can imagine, our strong recommendation is to go ahead and just leave that drainage system off. We have a very harsh climate, and again, I'm going to talk more about that in another video, but we do, if at all possible, we would discourage you from doing a under deck drainage system. It's Colorado, it's not Florida, it's not Seattle, Washington, where we get a lot of rain necessarily. When it rains in Colorado, we don't tend to want to be outside a whole lot anyway. And when it snows, like it is today, of course, we're not typically hanging out outside. And as long as we shovel the snow off of the deck, you don't have to worry about it dripping down onto that. So outside of that, if you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 303-730-9642, or you can email us any questions at deckman1963@gmail.com, and we appreciate your time today. Thank you.